Almost 27 years ago, I was called to speak at a quality session in the middle of a medical conference. So, as you can imagine, I was much younger, and the whole area of quality had a completely different dimension at that time. It was complex. I spent 2 nights reading up on it. And they were, all kind of statistical analysis and data. And 27 years ago, I also wanted to impress that group of doctors and, give them this whole lot of statistics and tell them how quality is going to change their life. I realized a few things at that session, and I think some of those remain true even today. That there's data, there's analytics, and there's a lot of complex science behind quality. But at the core and the heart of a successful quality program is really the heart of the people. And it is for that heart in the right place that I want to commend all of you who are still in this hall, who understand that, there may be 100 other things to be doing at this point of time, but your commitment to quality is really what makes the difference to patient safety. The statistics are all over the world, and they are scary. 200,000 preventable deaths, 1 jumbo jet of people who are having misdiagnosis every single day, multiple avoidable problems, misdiagnosis. Vinod Khosla told us how maybe 20% of doctors are doing the right job, but 80% of them are contributing to the problems of healthcare and not to the benefits of humanity as they would like to be doing. I want to just share a few points with you because I think you're at the end of 2 days of very exciting interactions, lots of tremendous work which is happening, and a genuine sharing of some of the best practices across hospitals across India as well as the globe. You've had the Joint Commission share thoughts, you've had ISQA here with you and leading hospitals across the country and the world as well as the NHS, telling you what can be done differently. But the topic that we've actually been given today, and I'm joined by an eminent set of panelists who not just understand quality, but whose organizations, and all extremely large, very eminent organizations, but whose organizations are committed to the ideology of quality and who are investing time, money, building products which can assist us in this quality journey. So the good news is that from 27 years ago to today, quality has been demystified. Before it was anything the doctor said. That is the element or the road or the path to quality. This demystification of quality has created a few very powerful concepts, and I think the first one, which is most important for hospital administrators and people working, is the democratization of the quality movement. A speaker this morning did very nicely what I think is most appropriate for all of us to do, is he said, let's give a big hand to the housekeeping, to CSSD, to maintenance, to nursing, and to everyone who really makes concepts of quality actually alive in the bedside. And that is the big thing which has happened, is the realization that everyone who works in the hospital has a voice in the quality movement. Because simple things like hand wash, simple aspects on patient safety, like how the security guards assist the wheelchair patient out of a car and into the wheelchair. Have we trained him? If he sees somebody with a collar, but he yanks at his right hand to pull him out of the car, is he helping that patient or harming the patient? So the immediate and I think the most important aspect in this democratization of healthcare is the empowerment of every single individual working in a patient contact area of the importance of quality, safety, infection control, and the entire process. But sustenance of this movement, of this commitment that all of you are made, is coming in a range or a multitude of different things. I was happy while chatting with the panelists to hear about their commitment towards patient safety in the first arena, which is sharing of data. So currently you see sometimes or very often, most of you from the hospital, the Apollo hospital system would have seen one of my favorite slides, which is, probably 15 pulse oximetry systems, multiple syringe pumps, 2 or 3 monitors, lots and lots of wires, in an incubator, and finally one tiny baby in the middle of it all, so you can barely see the patient. In the middle of all this technology and all the processes and all the things that we're trying to do, keeping the patient always in focus and finding ways for all the data points that we're collecting to talk to each other is really the technology of connectivity, which I think I'm going to request the gentleman from Massimo to tell us a bit more about, because I think their company at a global level. Let's take the programs and the systems that we have, spend a certain amount of important time on design based on all the options you have internationally, but the most crucial amount of time in implementation and getting universal buy-in of your protocols.